I have been afraid to go for a walk since I walked a mile, and I've been procrastinating, putting it off. And every day I tell myself that I'm going to go for a walk, and I'm going to go for a walk, and I break the promise to myself every day, and that's not acceptable. When you make promises to yourself, you should try to keep them as best as you can. And I haven't been a good steward of my word to myself this week. So going to go for a walk, even if it's for 5 minutes, like just gonna get up and walk outside um, in the campus that we have on the campus that we have, and try to maybe a half kilometer, maybe a full kilometer. We'll see. Like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do a whole mile a day. I can't maybe, but do something right. I don't. At some point, I'll need to buy a Garmin. It's kind of an interesting situation. So I want a Garmin. I need to buy a Garmin, but the Garmin I want slash need, and I only say need because I'm an AFib patient, so I've had AFib. I'm out of AFib currently, but AFib is arterial fibrillation, and so what that basically means is that my heart sometimes beats out of rhythm. Right? It doesn't. Every chamber is firing in different beats, which is not good. I've had it once, but I prefer to buy watches or have watches that have AFib tracking capabilities. And with Garmin, only a few of their watches have them, and it's more their high end watches. So their Enduro or their Phoenix 8 are the two that have the capability. I think maybe Phoenix 7 has it as well. But so I would say that I will buy a fitness watch at some point. They're quite expensive, and so just kind of waiting for the right time. But because I'm swimming so much, I'm starting to again walk and jog, and I want to be able to track these things and have better data points. Right now, I'm kind of just using the old fashioned, timing method in your phone, which is great. Like I think you have to do these things and build up these steps. And so when the time is right, I will make that foray into the store to purchase that watch. In the meantime, we're just gonna do the old fashioned way, right? I also downloaded Strava last week, maybe made an account. Have no idea what I'm doing there, but I know that everyone says if you're gonna get fit, if you're gonna get in the running or the walking business, Strava is the best way to go, right? It's the best community. So I downloaded the app. It has messaged me, I think, 4 times, 3 or 4 times. So log something. My first activity of sorts. I'm not gonna lie. Every night when I see those notifications, I'm a little not embarrassed, but a little taking a task on my phone, right? Saying, hey, you're supposed to do this now. You're supposed to do. So I will start logging some Strava stuff hopefully soon. Maybe today. If let me see like how it sets up with the phone and like if it could track the walk via phone, um, then I will log my first Strava today. They say if you don't put in Strava, it didn't happen. So we'll see. Uh, as far as workout goes, lifting is still most important on my list. And so I'll be hitting chest today. Right. So I did legs yesterday. Um, I did back on Wednesday. I took Tuesday off. I did chest on Monday, so I'll do chest today. I'll do back on Saturday, and then I'll do shoulders and arms on Sunday. And then maybe either depending on how I feel, I'll either rest Monday and then do legs Tuesday, or do legs Monday and rest Tuesday. If I was being smart, I would probably rest on Tuesday and do legs Monday, so because I'm gonna swim on Tuesday, and I wouldn't double up swimming and legs again. But that's if I'm being smart. I can't always say I'm gonna be smart in those moments. So we'll see. But that's like try to have one day off when I'm on my P's and Q's. Right. There are times when I've had up to 3 days off. Uh, well, up to 6 days off. Really, there's like a week when I did like one workout. Unacceptable. Not good. Don't recommend. But when I'm on my P's and Q's, 1 to 2 days off max per week, and an activity every single day in between there. Usually lifting, and then also swimming as well. Training for swimming is going really well. I had my first ever 20-minute straight swim session. So basically, when I swim, I usually can go not usually can go. I've only ever attempted to go maybe 200 meters nonstop, right? So when you swim, a pool length is, I'm sorry, 20, 200, 200 yards. A pool length is 25 yards typically. And so down and back is 50 yards. Now I was doing that probably by week two, like down and back, no break. And over time, I built up to where I was doing uh, 200-meter block, 200-yard blocks. So swim, down, back, 4 times. Um, and that was what I built up to. That was what I was able to do comfortably, right? It wasn't hard, but it was easy. Well, yesterday I got to the pool late, right? I got to the pool really late, really. I was about 20 minutes late to the pool. So I only had roughly 25 minutes or so to get in a solid workout. And I just told myself, okay, I'm gonna start swimming. I'm gonna go. Uh, I'm gonna go. Cause I'm swimming at 3K in August, since I need to be able to continuously swim. But I was afraid to know how much could I do. So I was in the pool. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna, every stroke, and then when I get to the wall, I'm gonna turn around and come back. And probably after the first 200 meters, I wanted to quit. Like I really wanted to let it go. I was like, this is, I'm done. I've hit my capacity of what I'm accustomed to doing, and so I'm just gonna rest here and then restart. Well, I tell myself that, and, as I'm swimming, it's just you in the water. I don't have music. It's just me looking at the ground and turning my head to breathe, and I'm just thinking the whole time, and I'm fighting myself internally, thinking to myself, okay, I have. So you have more. Like I have more. I'm not really tired. I'm afraid, but I'm not tired, right? And so I hit the wall 200 meters, it grabbed it and turned my ass back around and said, let's just go. Let's just go. And I was like, maybe I'll stop the next wall, the next wall. And after about, 10 or 12 minutes of swimming consistently, I was like, well, I've done 12 minutes. I can do 8 more, right? I'm looking at as I'm turning, I can see the clock on the wall. And so I see the time. I'm like, well, I can do 8 more minutes. And then, you know, down, back, bang, bang. And I was just, um, I swam about 800 yards nonstop. And I was dumbfounded, right? Because I was like, I didn't think I had that in me yet. Um, but I also hadn't tried. And so I think the lesson there is that sometimes you have to try stuff, right? You have to believe in yourself, believe in the work you put into it. I've been swimming consistently every day for the last, or not every day, but 3 to 4 times a week for the last, I don't know, 2.5 months, right? So I have to trust my body and say, hey, I can knock this out. I can do this. And so I did it. I accomplished it. I felt good. And now I know for my next training session that I can do that kind of workout, right? I can add in, like, I think still most important, especially as I'm building up slowly to that 3K mark, is following the plan and not being late to the pool, right? This was definitely out of necessity because I was just tardy, um, which, I have to work on being tardy, but in the interim of that, get back to my training block, but know that I have that in my back pocket. And that honestly, that session will probably be the biggest serving session to this entire process because that's going to tell me that hey, I can do really, really hard things, even when I'm afraid that I might fail, right? So I don't know. I just want to share that kind of story with you all. I was really proud of myself, and I hadn't really told anyone yet about that. So you all get to be the first to know. Anyway, I must have turned to the gym, so I'm gonna flip the car back around here and head over to the gym real fast, and we'll see you inside. So I was planning to work out as soon as I got in the gym, like at 12, but here we are, at like 3:30, working out. Pretty lazy. The first 3 hours, I just didn't, we chit chatted, talked around with the guys, shot some hoops. So a little late to the party, but I'm gonna try to work out here, hit a quick chest and tries, and then go for that walk that I keep promising y'all. Um, Chest should be super simple, so it'll be uh, well, y'all will see. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm being told to smile by the folks in the gym that I get to work out, but it's okay. Y'all like working out hot gyms or cold gyms? I prefer a hot gym, but ooh, it's a bit toasty in here. I said I want to get good sweating and good lather, so hot gym it is for me. But I'm gonna complain about it. One thing about me, I tend to probably complain as I'm doing stuff, just because I want to like voice it, but I still know I need to do it. And so I think it's like if you complain and don't do it, that's probably problematic. If you complain but still do it and do what you're supposed to do, that is less problematic and hopefully gets you on the right track. Which at least for me, I hope it gets me on the right track of being able to do it without wanting to complain. But I'm not there yet. A little chest press. We'll see how it goes. 7, 6. I die because you're a bad spotter. Oh yeah, yeah. Get it. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, yep. 3. Come on. 4. Come on. 5. Come on. 6. I'm good. Weigh-in Sunday's coming up. This week has been like I don't know. It's been okay so far. Swimming, exercise wise, has been great. Food wise, could be like a smidge, probably a little bit better. I don't know. I've been trying to like, I try to lose all the weight in 1 week that I gained from last week. That's probably not the best mindset to have. I try to like lose it all at once. That's all or nothing mentality. So I've been trying to tell myself like, you have to follow the plan. 6 pounds, right? The goal is 6 pounds a week, or 5 pounds. The goal is 5 pounds a week, and so like thinking about what the goal is every single week, right? 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Um, Bad week is it happens, but like mentally, I feel like oh, I just need to lose it all back in 1 week, and I get that. Like people, I think I feel that I understand that, like feeling wise, emotionally, but also logically speaking, that's not realistic. And so, just sticking to the plan that's got me here so far, right? Day by day, week by week, that's how I'll find success. Not trying to do this drastic thing where I like don't eat for the entire week or some shit like that. That's ridiculous and not safe. But like mentally, like that's how I felt. That's like, oh, I should just not eat the rest of the week, and then I'll lose 20 pounds in a week, and I'll be back. I'll be back on track. Realistically, this is a long ass journey. I was never off track. I had a vacation, so just some thoughts that run through my head. Excuse us. We just had a nice little shit talking break where I got roasted for the last 7 minutes by the people in the gym for recording. I broke the adapter for my microphone. Got roasted for that too. So now back to the scheduled programming of doing a set. Hopefully one day y'all hear the shit talking, but for now, take my word for it. I got roasted. Probably deserved. So I promised y'all a walk, and did I wait until the last minute? Yes. We are nearing the end of daylight time here. We've got about 20, 18 minutes of daylight left. The pressure is going to help me do this walk. So the building itself, roughly 3 laps around the building is a mile. So I'm going to try to just do 1 lap around the building today. That's a good step. I mean, just again, that process of saying I'm going to do it and then actually following through with that is a big one. And so let's go for this little walk. It's going to be hard to, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, down the hill, super easy. But if you go down, you gotta bring your ass back up. Come on. Let's go down the hill. You go down, come back up. Hmm. This hill ain't no joke. Oh, whew. The hill. So far, it's been about 9 minutes. So hopefully, we got about 9 more minutes to go before it's dark outside. So, you know, pick up the pace a little bit, Sally. But you're good, kid. You're good. You are good. Oh, come on, kid. Yeah. 1 foot, other foot. 1 foot at a time. Yeah. Come on. Just like life. 1 step at a time. 1 moment at a time. No one better than you. No one better than you. Whew. Yeah. Come on. This shit is fucking difficult. But we persevere. We keep pushing. You know, the only thing that can stop me in this journey is me. And I've stopped myself plenty. I have. I've started and stopped and started and stopped and over the course of my life. And I am really determined to not stop this one. Because well, that would be a travesty. As I start walking more, um, joint pain, especially ankles and knees, will feel some fatigue, soreness, right? So working with Transcend, some of the peptides they're offering, or I'm taking, will help mitigate some of that, right? BPC 157, TB4, TB500, those types of things will help mitigate some of that ankle and knee inflammation. So I can continue on this journey, right? It's a double-edged sword. I have to work out, I have to walk, I have to do cardio, but also, I want to stay safe and pain-free as much as possible. So the folks Transcend, they're great. If you don't know what they are, link in description. They are just a phenomenal team who have helped me tremendously and will continue to help me throughout this process. So yeah, but walking, huge. And I know swimming is great cardio. I swim a lot, but the goal was requiring me to be able to move my body on land. As simple as that. So as much as swimming does, and it'll be a great tool to mitigate damage to my body, moving my body on land is the goal and is deeply attached to what I want to accomplish in life. So we walk. So just finished up the walk. 21 minutes. Took a small tumble at the end, but it's okay. We did it. We completed it. I did what I said I was going to do today, which is a good step. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.